Should women consider lavender marriage due to the fact that gay men treat women better? Marriage, it's a word that carries so much weight: love, partnership, stability, family. But what happens when the traditional idea of marriage doesn't fit your situation? Today, we are diving into the intriguing world of lavender marriages. Are they a solution to the societal pressures or just a complicated escape route? And more importantly, should women consider them?
Straight dudes, us gay men, we will marry your girlfriends. If we have to go back to having lavender marriages where, the wife knows the husband's gay, but for political reasons, safety reasons, they marry, we're marrying your girlfriends. I know what you're thinking. My girlfriend does not want to marry a gay man, and that's where you're wrong. After a long day of work, she's gonna come home to her gay husband, handing her a full glass of wine, asking if she's ready for face mask and to watch the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. She's gonna have a husband who's emotionally available to her. She wants to talk to me about her workday. Give me the tea, baby. What's the hot goss? Gay men take care of themselves. I work out like 5 times a week. We have great hygiene. I shower at least once a day. I wash my ass with soap. Straight man, you can't let water just run down there and then give the rest to God. And I'm not dumb. I know what else you're thinking. No, my girl, she'd miss being physically intimate too much. Now, I don't speak for all the gays, but for me, personally, hear me when I say, your girlfriend is doing me a very big favor. And if sister girlfriend just asked, I am more than happy, I am more than willing to return that favor. My dude, you shouldn't have voted for the orange guy. At the end of the day, it's her choice, because in this club, we believe that women have the right to choose. Now, who wants to go watch some Sex and the City reruns?
I am loving all of these videos around lavender marriages, and I am all for it. Yes, put yourself out there. If you want a lavender marriage, go for it, because let's not forget that marriage was created to combine forces and to get more power. And let's also not forget that probably over half of the marriages that were formed, especially back in the Renaissance time, they were lavender marriages. Like, those men were all gay, and they just needed a woman just to procreate and to make more money. To make more lineages so they can have more money and, create more people in their line. But none of those people were together and married and in love. They just were together for the power, for the money, to make the kids. And the wife and the husband each had their own little thing going on, whether they were gay or straight or whatever. Like, I forgot which queen it was, but they used to literally sit on these chairs where a man would just sit there and just give her cunnilingus while she's sitting in the chair. And it was not her husband. So yes, do your lavender marriage. Live and prosper.
Hello fam, welcome back to my channel. How you all doing? Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Thanks a lot for your support. Why do so many women describe their gay best friend as the most loving men they know? Is there some secret magic to that, or is it science?
And if you get a compliment from a gay man, a homosexual man, baby, it's law. Believe it. Because the gay man might tell you a lot of shit, but one thing they not gonna tell you is a lie. He said, you ghetto cute. Baby, I don't even know what ghetto cute mean. All I heard was cute. What? Me? Little old me? Ooh. What you mean, bitch? Now I'm walking around looking at everybody up and down like they better move out of my way, baby. From now on, don't nobody talk to me directly. You got business with me, you talk to Huey, you talk to me. Never on the phone, damn it. Do you understand? Couldn't beat a lie out of a homosexual man. They ain't lying, they don't never lie. I was in Forever 21 one time, and this tall 6'6" chocolate brown milk chocolate male with some sunglasses on walked up to me and said, "You're beautiful," and walked away from me like he was on a runway at New York Fashion Week. Baby, yo, thank you. Can't tell me shit. You mean it? Like me, little pick? Do you want a picture? Never mind.
I'm in a loving relationship with my husband, but if stuff starts getting a little too like Project 2025, are there 2 women that would be interested in like a lavender marriage? Just think about this for a second. So like 4 full-time incomes could yield a very nice house, right? Or like a decent sized house with wonderful vacations. Couple of hard boundaries, like we love to watch Grey's Anatomy. Christmas starts on November 1st, the trees go up, like that's just a given, so sorry. We like Disney, but we're boycotting Disney World for the next 4 years because no money to red states. So Disneyland Paris, Disneyland Tokyo, Disneyland California, open for all of those, but also like just tropical vacations would be great. We have 2 golden doodles, perhaps some children down the line. We can MacGyver that with a turkey baster, or do it the old-fashioned way, just giggle the whole way through it. You can sleep with whoever you want. We just require details on Sunday morning brunch. What else? Oh, we can get our nails done, pedicures. That's like a every other week kind of standard, especially with 4 incomes. That'd be nice. What else? What other ideas do we have? I'll do your hair. I'm really good at hair. We'll tell you if your shoes go well with your outfit. I don't know, whatever else you think you might need. But lavender marriage sounds good, just in case stuff gets a little crazy. We're in Connecticut.
First thing first, gay men and women often connect over shared experiences, especially around societal pressures. Think about it. Women face challenges in a world that often devalues them, and gay men navigate a society that can be hostile towards their identities. Both groups are no strangers to rejection or judgment. This shared understanding creates a sense of empathy and emotional safety that makes their bond feel, well, magical.
Marriages where, the wife knows the husband's gay, but for political reasons, safety reasons, they marry,
When I say I would rather marry a gay man in this political environment and have a lavender marriage, which we both accept each other who we are and stay in our lanes, respect each other, it's like a pretty good business deal, and we get our insurance, etc. I don't know, like it sounds like better than heterosexual marriage right now. Like lavender marriage sounds like more makes sense at this moment because I don't know, because now they're coming for a no fault divorce, and when you're in lavender marriage you won't want to have a divorce, and you will have your stuff, you will have your own lane. So I think it sounds amazing. Who is down for that?
Lavender marriage. What exactly is lavender marriage? Historically, this term described a marriage of convenience between a man and a woman, often one or both of whom were queer. These partnerships allowed them to present a socially acceptable facade while living their authentic lives behind closed doors.
I am totally intrigued by this concept of lavender marriage. And for those of you who are not hip to the concept of a lavender marriage, it's basically a marriage of companionship between people who are not romantically interested in one another, but want to live an elevated lifestyle, be friends, do things together, but minus the sexual activity that comes with your marriage. Anyway, I'm totally intrigued by it. I love it in terms of you get the essential parts of a marriage with the partnership and companionship without the essential parts of the marriage. You know what I mean? So I think that it could be a really good idea for people who are looking to elevate their lifestyle or to maintain their lifestyle. However, if you're thinking that you're getting married and you're going to keep your things yours and they're going to keep their things theirs, in California and in other states in the United States, we in California are a community property state. So it doesn't matter whether your things are yours and their things are theirs if you don't have a prenuptial agreement, because by default, everything that you acquire during the marriage is community property. That means income, debts, property, all of it. So if you're getting married and this is kind of like a business transaction, then you should also be able to keep your business transaction nice and sweet, clean and tidy with a clean and tidy prenuptial agreement.
In the 1920s to 1950s, Hollywood stars such as Rock Hudson and Cary Grant rumored to have had such arrangements to protect their careers and reputation during the time when being openly gay was career ending or worse.
Would it really be a lavender marriage if I'm so genderqueer that I've said with my whole chest that I want to be some men's husband? Would it really be a lavender marriage if I'm into you in a gay way?
This video right here is only for the girls, or anyone who doesn't identify as a man. If you are a man, I love you so much, but you're dismissed. Hey girl, I am currently taking applications for a lavender marriage. I am not joking. This is a serious inquiry, okay? I can be your husband. I can be your wife. I can be your dog. I will be whatever the fuck you want me to be. All you have to do is marry me so that I can afford to pay a mortgage, utilities, and taxes. That's it. You can mess around with whoever you want, whenever you want. I don't care. In fact, I encourage it. Have fun. Live your best life. I don't own you. And you don't own me, but we could negotiate on that if owning me is something you'd be into. We can totally talk about it. All I ask is that when that monthly payment comes due, you are showing up with your half. And all I ask is that you be on time with those payments, because reliability is very important to me, and you should know that. Some things that I bring to the table, since you have a right to know, I am a licensed therapist, so I not only allow you to talk about your problems, but I would greatly encourage it if that's something that you're interested in. I work out every day, and I'm in pretty good shape, I would say, so I could beat some ass for you if I had to. Not that you'd need me to, but that perk is there. It's on the table if you'd like to take it, okay? I've got a lot of money in savings. I'm very smart with my money, but I'm not stingy, you know? So I'd be taking care of you, you know? And I'd really like to go on maybe 2-3 vacations a year with you, at least. I actually love to clean. Like, it literally brings me joy to clean, so that's great. I have a good eye for interior design. Just know that if you are a millennial gray girly, I respect and I honor that, but it is time for you to scroll away. It's not gonna work, okay? I cook decently well. I'm learning. I've got the basics down, but I'm really, really excited to like diversify my cooking skills. So you won't be dealing with any of this bullshit planned incompetence with me, okay? You're my wife, not my mother. I have superb taste in music. This is not an opinion. This has been confirmed by many people. I also have a dog named Lulu, and she does come with me. This is a package deal, okay? She's about 28 pounds. She's pretty small. She's absolutely adorable. I love her so much. She doesn't lick, which I love, and she's very sweet. She loves cuddles, and that's great, because me, on the other hand, I do not, okay? But I could learn if that's something that you'd require. Now, my baggage. I've got $80,000 in student loan debt, but who doesn't? I absolutely have to sleep with either a fan or white noise of some kind playing, which shouldn't really matter to you, because I'm sorry to say, I do not like sharing a bed with anyone. So lovingly, I'm gonna say, stay the fuck out of my bedroom. Okay, we'll get you your own. I listen to music all the time. Remember, the music is like absolutely phenomenal. The music taste is so good, but it's always playing, it's constant, and it's always very loud, okay? And that's one thing I may not be willing to change, so just know that. It's kind of a deal breaker. I do have a habit of only buying shitty cars and driving them until the wheels literally fall off. That's not an exaggeration. It's happened several times. So if that makes you feel unsafe, let's just keep our vehicle life separate, okay? And honestly, that's it. That's it. If you have any follow-up questions, I'd be happy to answer those in the comments. Please know that I live in northern Minnesota and I am not willing to relocate. Okay, so maybe you want to consider being the one to relocate. And I'm being so fucking serious right now. I'm not joking. Please apply.
Why should a straight woman consider lavender marriage? If this is something you're thinking about and you're confused, I'm not here to encourage you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just creating awareness and putting the information out there. Let's have a look at some key factors gay men might bring to the table in this lavender marriage. Gay men often appreciate and celebrate femininity in ways that straight men might not. Straight men are sometimes conditioned by society to view femininity as either something to pursue or something to control. Gay men, on the other hand, they are out here hyping women up like, here's my queen, get that promotion, slay that outfit. They celebrate women without ego, envy, or competition. It's a pure uplifting energy that feels like a warm hug. Gay men are often praised for their emotional intelligence, and this is a reason why their connection with women are so strong compared to straight men. The society we live in gives gay men more opportunity for them to be vulnerable and expressive, and these are traits that women crave in relationship with straight men. Where some straight men might struggle to talk about feelings or offer deep emotional support, gay men tend to excel. They listen, empathize, and offer advice without judgment. It's like having a therapist, a cheerleader, and best friend rolled into one. If you're a single woman and you don't want to have anything to do with a man, you might want to consider this because it has its good side. Number one, the cultural pressure. It's going to help you navigate the cultural pressure from family members asking you and telling you when to get married, telling you, oh, you're being of age, when are you going to get married. Secondly, the freedom and privacy. This lavender marriage can provide a shade from intrusive questions while allowing both partners to live their lives authentically within the partnership. Then the strategic benefits. You know, the society celebrates marriage. For some, marriage still opens doors for them. So once you get married, it might open doors for you, legal protection, financial stability, or even just a visa.
No one really understands how willing and able I am to participate in a lavender marriage. That does sound like a lot of fun. It sounds ideal, actually. I know that like we're really cool, you really care about me, X, Y, and Z. If you've ever read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, like that's the type of lavender marriage I want to be in. I don't think that I would want people to like know that like what was the inner workings of our shit. Like I don't need y'all to know that this is a lavender marriage per se. And there can definitely be like rumblings like, oh, is he gay? Is she gay? And then fooling around, and I saw her at the spot, and talking to a cat daddy. She's got Joe at home, and then I saw Joe over there frolicking with that young man. It's a very pretty boy that Joe was with. Like all of this is speculation. Like we don't give a fuck, right? Y'all are hater ass bitches. Meanwhile, this is what's really going on in the back. That like, I would eat that up. I would love that so bad, like really. And it's like we come inside and we're actually really friends, and we do all the stuff that like husbands and wives do. Like we spend the time together, and it's like, oh yeah. But then we go into like separate rooms, and sometimes you have some ass over here, and sometimes I have some ass over here. That sounds like I would be so like I'd be down for that. I've often said if like I've said it on here before too, if I was like 35, 40 and not married, I would be like. So, guys, I would not only sit and like participate in a lavender marriage for the marriage, I'd participate in it for the kids too. Like if I was in a situation where I wanted to have a child and my gay homeboy wanted to have a child and we didn't have no one, I'd be like, do you want to have a kid? Do you want to go have on a kid? I would absolutely be down for that.
It's like we married, but it's like no sex. And we fuck whoever.
So I just found out what a lavender marriage was. Back in my day, they were called mustaches. I don't even know why they were called mustaches, honestly, but I'm down. Like, I would get married to my gay best friend. If I'm not married to a woman by the time I'm like 40, I would marry my gay best friend. Build a life. We could buy property together, do taxes together. He does his own thing. I do my own thing. You know, our partners, you know, understand, because it ain't gonna be no messy shit. That sounds like a dream come true. Who want to marry me? Like, I would get married to a gay man. Like, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's talk about the pros and cons of lavender marriage. On one hand, a lavender marriage offers mutual benefits, a partnership based on trust and shared goals. You get the appearance of meeting societal expectations while avoiding the complications of traditional romantic dynamics. On the other hand, it can be emotionally complex. Imagine navigating family gatherings, nosy relatives, and societal pressure to have kids. And what if one partner eventually wants more than the original deal? There is also the risk of losing the chance to be fully authentic if the marriage turns into another closet. So is it truly a step forward or a compromise?
Lavender marriage. I've been seeing this term being used a lot here on TikTok, but it's actually been around since the 1920s. It's a marriage where two people of two different sexual orientations decide to marry each other for tax purposes, companionship, that sort of thing, and they don't actually have a romantic relationship. I would call my marriage to my gay husband a lavender marriage, but it started out as more of a baby pink type of marriage. We initially started out our marriage romantically, and we were intending to have an actual straight couple type of marriage. But over time, things fizzled out. My husband turned gay on me. Then it turned from baby pink to more of a lavender. And lavender's a cool color. So that means it cooled off a lot between us. So it went from more of a warm sheen to a cool sheen. Therefore, we transitioned into a lavender marriage. We were like Himalayan pink sea salt at first, but then we turned more into a dead, dried out lavender wreath.
This secret comes from listener Bella. Hi, Annabelle and Louie.
Hi, Bella.
I've got a terrible secret I need to get off my chest. My marriage is a sham. I've been married to my husband, Fletch, for a couple of years, but the foundation of our partnership is based on a fundamental lie. I am a lesbian, Fletch is gay.
Slay.
Whoa! We met a few years ago on an online forum about the difficulties of being gay and from deeply religious and conservative backgrounds and households. We instantly hit it off. We had similar views, goals, ambitions, and political leanings. It was like meeting the male version of myself. We'd quickly struck a deep and meaningful friendship. It wasn't until a few months into this friendship that Fletch asked me how I felt about a Lavender marriage/marriage of convenience. He explained that given we were so close, we'd basically become best friends at this stage, we could both get out of our constricted lives and live together as husband and wife, but free to do whatever we wanted. We could move cities or countries and restart our lives, while only keeping the charade around family and community members. I was instantly sold. I mean, the opportunity for me and my best friend to explore our queerness together without the prying, judgy, and frankly unsafe eyes of our families and community sounded like the deal of a lifetime. So we did it. We went through the charade of a wedding, moved in together, and haven't looked back. On occasion, we'll ham up the besotted wife and husband act when family is over, but for the most part, we're just doing our thing, living up the fabulous and flamboyant life we'd been so cruelly robbed of to date. The real issue is that in amongst exploring my newfound sexual freedom, I've fallen head over heels for another woman, Ellen. We'd been casually seeing each other as friends with benefits, but this has morphed into having real feelings, where we are now pretty much inseparable. She's always known that I was closeted and was comfortable with that when we were just friends with benefits, but now that's shifted, she's told me she wants to be exclusive, which I also desperately want, but can't do that if she has to go back in the closet for me. I am absolutely a shambles trying to choose between my head and my heart. The ramifications of coming out are significant. Not only do I risk being cut off and disinherited by my family and excommunicated from my community, I also risk implicitly outing Fletch. But if I stay in the closet, I risk losing the person I think is the actual love of my life. The one. What should I do? Am I resigned to a life of casual flings with no prospect of my own romantic partner? Or is this a small price to pay to ensure Fletch and I's safety and security? Bella.
Oh, this is such a nuanced one.
This is very, very sweet. But no, me and my Lavender marriage wife did not meet on Amazon. But let me tell you about the serendipity of how we met. We were meant to meet, no joke. So, like 800 years ago, if you're old enough to remember, Gap released this commercial called Khaki Swing or Gap Swing or something. When that commercial came out, swing took over the country. Nightclubs had a swing night, swing clubs sprung up, so people were dancing swing all over the place. My bestie, a few months before, was living in New Jersey, and she asked the universe for a sign of where she wanted to move. Where should I move? Where should I move? Where should I move? And she says that she saw a Seinfeld episode on the TV while she was washing dishes, and it showed a little map. I think it was Seinfeld's parents. It was a little map like from New York or driving down to Florida. Little line down to Florida. And she was like, all right, I'm moving to Florida. Serendipity, step one. For months, my friend Natalie was like, come swing dancing with me. Come swing dancing with me. Come swing dancing with me. It's super fun. Let's go swing. And I was like, I don't feel like I'm a salsa dancer. I don't feel like swing dancing, whatever. One day, serendipity part 2, Natalie shows up to my house. And she's like, get dressed, we're going swing dancing. I was like, I guess we're going swing dancing. We get to the swing place, which is by my house. Keep in mind, my bestie wife was there. And this swing place was an hour away from where she lived. So, yeah, we were meant to meet. So I walk in. So I was never into like nightclubs, and I thought that's what it was going to be. I walk in, and there's swing music playing, and the guys are wearing like suspenders and bow ties, and the girls are like in saddle shoes and super cute dresses. I was like, this is so fucking charming. So I see my bestie dancing with a guy, and I was like, she's so good. Like, if I'm going to learn this, I'm going to learn it from her. So I walk up to her and I'm like, will you teach me how to dance? And she was like, fuck yeah, let's dance. So she's teaching me how to do it. I'm starting to get the hang of it. She and I are chatting. And then she goes to dance with some other guy. Dun, 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 dun. He does an aerial, which is those things where they lift the girls up in the air and they do all this stuff. He lifts her up in the air and like slams her into the floor. And I see that she gets up and she can't walk. So I grab her and she's a little person. I grab her and I carry her over to a booth and I sit her down and I'm rubbing her ankle and I'm like, are you okay? She's like, are you a fucking angel? You're a fucking stranger. You're massaging my ankle. I was like, yes. I'm so sorry that you're hurt. So that was our first That was our first little bonding moment. And the reason we were meant to meet, 1, she ended up down here because of Seinfeld. 2, she was an hour away. 3, my friend just showed up and like kidnapped me to go swing dancing. A week later, that entire restaurant club that we were at closed down permanently. So we were absolutely meant to meet. Our friendship grew so fast and so strong and so effortlessly that I ended up moving in with her until 2001 when my mom was diagnosed with cancer. And then I moved back in with my mom and treated her like a princess and took care of her for 5 years. My mom passed away at the age of 49, multiple myeloma. And that's the serendipity of how me and my bestie met. We were absolutely meant to meet. The universe conspired and was like, y'all are gonna meet this date, this time, make it happen. And we've been friends for 24 years. And it has been an absolute honor to be her friend and partner in crime. And I don't think I've ever loved any other human being more than my bestie.
Should you consider Lavender marriage as a woman? If there is something you have on your mind, there are some certain things you need to think about. Your primary motivation. Why are you getting into this? Ask yourself if you're comfortable of the boundaries and expectations that this your arrangement might demand. Is there another path that might offer the same benefits without compromises? These are questions you need to ask yourself before getting into it. And you also need to do proper research and probably ask people that have been into this kind of marriage what to expect. What are the good sides and the bad sides of it? You know, I can't cover everything in this video. At the end of the day, your happiness and safety matters most. Don't allow anyone rush you into making decisions you might regret later in life. If this is something you want, you need to do your proper research, do your due diligence before going into it. If you'd love to watch more videos like this, click this video to watch how men are treating women like properties, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.